What's up, you guys? It's your girl DEJA D, and welcome to the first official episode of Let Me Tell You Something, my podcast here on DEJA's Daily Dose, where we're just going to sit back, chill, relax, and just really get to talk about things that a lot of people may not want to talk about. Make sure you join the email list. That way you get notified every time we post new content on the blog. The blog and the website will be updated every single week, so you all can make sure you tune in because we're going to frequently have more content and things coming up. Also, make sure you all are checking out the calendar because our DEJA's Daily Dose application will be opening back up in July. So stay tuned to our Instagram and our other social media accounts so you all can be updated and notified every time we have new things going on in the blog. So let's go ahead, let's not talk too much, and let's chit chat because girl or guy, let me tell you something. So Coco's message to me says, I feel like every time I do something, someone has something negative to say about it. My friends, family, and others are so judgmental of my every move, and it is very annoying. It confuses me. This is Coco, please help. Well, she didn't say this is Coco, please help, but this is Coco, please help. But Coco, let me tell you something. People are always going to have something to say, and I realize people are going to be very, very judgmental no matter what you do. Like, you could do something really great, somebody's going to have something negative to say. You could do something really bad, somebody's going to have something negative to say. And at the end of the day, it's your life. A lot of these times people, they judge you and they don't even know you. And these are the two things that I really have to tell you about when you're deciding to do things and worrying about if people are going to judge you. One, are they seeing you in your everyday, day-to-day life? Like, I have been around, and just from my personal experience, mind you all, everything that I'm saying is just me telling you something and not like professional therapist help. I mean, I'm getting there, but everything I'm telling you is just from personal experience, like homegirl to homegirl, or homeboy to homeboy, or homegirl to homeboy. But the two things that I want to say is, one, are these people in your everyday life? If not, then why does their opinion matter? You're not going to see them. You're not going to be around them. There are people around me who might, for so long you might want to defend yourself like, oh, this isn't that bad, or I'm not doing it like this. You feel like you have to defend yourself to these people. And it's like, okay, I don't see you every day. I don't work with you. You can think what you want about me. I don't see you. I don't care what you think about me. What does your opinion about what I got going on have to do with me? That could go with family or friends. And honestly, if they're, you get to pick and choose your friends. You don't get to pick and choose your family. But with friends, you can pick and choose them. So if they want to be judgmental and negative, but family, your great aunts and your cousins and all of them, half of the time you only see them on Christmas, which is one day out the year. And you can pick and choose, honestly, if you want to go to those events. But you can't pick your family, but their opinions should not, if you don't see them, especially when it goes, if they're like your more intermediate family, like your friend, your mom, your dad, your cousins, and you're not able to leave from under their roof, yes, I understand it's going to affect you a little bit more. But the people who aren't under your roof that you don't have to see every day, the cousins, the great grandmas, the grandmas, the people that ain't with you, why does it matter? They're not in your small circle. You don't work with them. You don't see them. So if they're not in your direct circle, you should not have to feel like you have to defend yourself. Why am I going to call my aunts and uncles who I don't see every single day and tell them what they should think about me? I don't care what y'all think about me. You could think whatever you want about me. You probably don't know how old I am. You probably don't know my age. Probably don't know half the stuff that you probably don't know my middle name. You probably don't know anything about me but what you see on Facebook or when we get together in the holidays, things like that. So a lot of that stuff does not matter. That should not affect you. You don't see them every day of the year, so don't let them affect you to the point to where your day-to-day life is getting interfered in negative energy. Like, I'll see you on Christmas for an hour and we're going to keep it pushing. You know what I mean? Like, you can't, I'm not sitting here defending myself, calling people up that I don't see every day. Now, if it was like, I was at work and my coworkers, and then I would have to defend myself. But I don't have to defend myself to people that I'm not being around. That goes for everybody, classmates. I don't need to defend myself with y'all. I see y'all for the hour in this class every other day. I don't, we're not kicking it and going to lunch together and doing this, that, and the third. You could pick and choose who you surround yourself with, and you don't have to defend yourself to nobody. Even if they are in your close circle, you don't have to defend yourself to nobody. These people ain't God. These people don't got no heaven or hell to put you in. So worry about you. Do what you're going to do yourself. Everybody's gonna have an opinion. Whether you're doing good, it's gonna be, well, why she gotta do all of that? If you're doing good, they're gonna hate on you for doing good. If you're doing bad, they're gonna judge you for doing bad. So just do what the hell you want to do at the end of the day, because somebody's always gonna have something to say. Everybody has an opinion. So that's all I have to tell you about that whole situation right there. You know, people are just always gonna have something to say. And it's just how you determine to live with it. And once people realize that it's not affecting you, they're gonna stop. Like, once you stop feeding into the taking their advice and eating up their drama and eating up their negativity, you're going to live such a better and easier life. You're going to live such a more carefree life. It's going to take some work. It's going to take some time. But once people see that what they're saying does not affect you, they're going to stop saying it, because the reason why they're saying it is to affect you, to manipulate you, to get you into doing things and saying things the way they want to do it. The way that they're living cannot affect you. The way you're living should not affect them. They want you to live the way that they want you to live, which is why they tell you what they want you to say. No, you shouldn't do it like this. No, you shouldn't do this. You shouldn't go for your music career. You shouldn't be a model. You shouldn't go this direction. You shouldn't go down this road. They're trying to steer you down those directions. That's why they're judging you. And every time you take one of their judgments, oh no, you shouldn't move to Atlanta to be a model. Oh no, you shouldn't move to New York to be a model. No, you shouldn't pursue your music career. You should go here. The moment you go where they tell you, they're going to keep controlling you. They just want to, it's like they're playing with the doll. They're playing with the toy. They want to control you. And you're not a toy. You're your own human. And you don't want to look back and say, wow, I wonder what my life would have been like if I would have did what I wanted to do. I wonder what my life would have been like if I would have did what I felt was best. Not what you felt was best. Because if what you thought was best, you would have been doing it. You ain't never heard no positive, successful people telling others not to be positive and successful. You never had or heard any positive, successful people say they stuck to the rule book. They had to do something different. Something had to snap, something had to click, something had to, your intuition, the thing that is telling you to move and drop everything and go, is telling you that for a reason. I don't know if you're religious or spiritual or whatever. I'm religious, I'm a Christian. So when God is telling you to do one thing and you're listening to other people who are not God tell you to do something else, why are you fighting with him? You have to trust him. You have to trust yourself. You have to trust that instinct. You know, it might sound crazy. It might sound like, well, I really don't, I think it's safe for me to be here. Why would I do something that's going to make me uncomfortable? You have to be in places that make you uncomfortable to grow. Okay, yes, we go to work, we get paid, we come home, we pay our bills, go to sleep, wake back up, go to work. That's not living. That's being alive, but that's not living. Living is waking up and doing something you love to do every day. And it's not to say that your 9-to-5 job isn't what you want to do every single day. That's some people's every single day. Like, somebody has to do it. Somebody has to do it. Somebody has to do it. But if that's not your calling, if that's not your purpose, you don't want to leave here and it not work. You don't want to leave here and have any regrets. I want to talk about the movie Soul. I love the movie Soul, and I feel like Coco, this can relate to you a little bit. In the movie Soul, the main character, his mother had wanted him to play it safe. Why don't you go get a job? Why don't you go stay and do a stable career? It has benefits, all these amazing things. And he had the dream of being a musician. This is a spoiler for anyone who has not seen the movie, so make sure y'all go check it out. It's on Disney Plus right now. Make sure y'all check it out. And if you could skip, I'll put a timestamp right here where you could skip to if you don't want to hear about the movie Soul. But yeah. So take your situation, Coco, of you being the main character, the guy, Jamie Foxx's character, and everyone around you, your friends and family, being the mother, the one who judged him and wanted him to play it safe. His calling was music, so he thought. His calling was music. He loved it. It was his passion. It was something that made him happy. He didn't want to be a music teacher. He didn't want the benefits. Something in him was telling him, go for it. And in the movie, he passes away and he realizes that he spent his life, I think he was estimated around in his late 30s, early 40s. That was his age range. Could you imagine going 30 and 40 years of not doing what you love to do because you're listening to what everybody else has to say? Life, you only get one chance in this life. And you get to spend, you know, me, like I said, I'm religious. I don't push my religion on anyone. That ain't my calling. But then you could spend the rest of your life, you know, in heaven. Or if you're spiritual, you spend the rest of your life wherever. But you only get one physical experience in life. And that is what this book I'm reading is saying. I'm going to put the image of the book right here so you all can check it out. But the book that I'm reading, it says it. And it all ties into the self-help, self-love, and everything like that, such as in the movie Soul. Right now, we are in our physical spaces in life. And after that, our souls will go somewhere else. Enjoy your physical state. You only get one chance at this physical state. Live it up. Do whatever you're gonna do. Of course, when I say live it up, I do mean be responsible. Of course, pay your bills, pay your taxes. When you're saying just drop everything and just go live life YOLO, go to Sky Zone one day, go to this another day. But could you imagine, let's say if you knew the day you were going to die. You knew the day you were going to die. Every day from there, you wouldn't worry about, oh, I gotta go to work. I gotta know. If you knew the day you were going to die, you were going to live every day to the fullest until that day came. Start living your life like that. Start living your life to where every day could be your last day. So Coco, if you're watching this, I hope you are. Make sure that you're going out there and you're living out your dreams and you're doing whatever you're going to do. You know, in the message, like you said, I feel like every time I do something, someone has something negative to say about it. People are going to have something negative to say regardless. And, you know, like they say, if you don't got no haters, you ain't popping, baby. If you ain't got no haters, you ain't doing something right. And of course, you know, hating, they can say it's like negative, but it's a criticism. Sometimes you could take what they say and you could use it. You could really listen to what they're saying. Like sometimes everybody that has something negative to say does not really mean it to be insulting. I hope y'all enjoyed this episode of Let Me Tell You Something, and Coco and everyone else that was watching, and I hope that you learned something. Make sure you all chat with me. If you want to respond to Coco's message and give her some advice, make sure you go ahead and chat. And if you want to send me anything that you want to talk about, reminder, it's all anonymous. All I know is your code name and your message. So if you want to respond to Coco, make your code name Coco's response. You can give yourself a name or whatever, or you can give your own code name and in your message put parentheses response to Coco. We'll read those off next week so we can really get this up and chatting. I love you all so much, and make sure y'all follow Deja's Daily Dose on all social media platforms. Make sure you check out our shop to support the brand and purchase some of our merchandise. All right, see you all next week.
Hey, I'm chasing all the things that keep me up all night.